Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? I have a story about RuneFest 2014, which just came up on October 11th. It was a lot of fun, it was my second one, and I was just ecstatic to be a part of it again, to be able to work it, and to be able to just experience it as a player. It was just out of this world. This one was even better than the last one, which is always great because we improve from year to year, and both times I hosted on the live stream. I was a co-host or a reviewer, whatever you want to call it. But I was a part of the live stream. I made sure everything was going good behind the scenes on the live stream as well as videos, and it was just a lot of fun. I say this all the time, but RuneFest is really an amazing event. It's one place and one day where you are just surrounded by people just like yourself, where people who love RuneScape, talk about RuneScape, are obsessed about RuneScape, are all in the same environment, and you can just go around, meet new people, meet friends, meet JMods, and just have a good time. There was a lot to do this year. There was events like an Araxor maze where you had to crawl through a web, and then you got a skill chip token. It was just a lot of stuff, and it was so cool to be a part of it. I'm always proud to be a part of this amazing event. And this year was just as special as last year. Last year obviously was the first year I was a JMod, and I co-hosted the live stream and you guys enjoyed it, and it was the first time RuneFest was ever live streamed, so I was a part of that. It was really, really cool, and I got to do it again this year, not to the same extent as I did last year, but it was pretty much the same thing. I went on the live stream after every insider session, and I talked about what I just saw, I reviewed it, what I was personally excited about, and I just gave the RuneScape opinion for someone who plays RuneScape on that live stream. But I wanted to tell you all about the night before event that happened at Namco. Now, every year we do this night before event where we meet at some place and we just talk and hang out and have a good time with the players before RuneFest actually happens. So it's kind of like a pre-party to the actual event. It's more of a heart-to-heart kind of thing. Last year when I went to the night before event, it was at Namco, and it was at Namco again this year. But when I went to it last year, it was more of a nice environment. It was more of something where you could go around casually. There was no really loud music. You can go around and say hey to players. You could play a game of pool. You could play a game of ping pong. You could drink some beers. And you can also pre-register for RuneFest at the night before event. So it was more of a heart-to-heart kind of thing where someone can come up to you and just talk to you about RuneScape and just talk to you about being a JMod and content and just all the things you want to know about to a JMod, where you won't be able to ask them at RuneFest because they'll be busy. So I always really liked the night before event because it was something special. It was kind of like a heart-to-heart. You would sign autographs, you would take pictures, you would just have a good time with the players before the actual RuneFest happened. So this year was a little bit different. I would say a lot different actually, because the CM team actually decided to host events at the night before event. We kind of hyped this one up more than ever, and this RuneFest was actually more packed than ever. It was sold out. We had over 1,050 players. We had like 300 staff members, so it was a packed house, and this year we had more people than ever. So I would expect more people at the night before event as well, because some people paid for RuneFest through bonds, and they were able to go to the UK earlier and then go to the night before event. So we actually had about 500 people at the night before event. Now, Namco can only hold about 300 to 350, so a lot of people were waiting in line outside of Namco just to get inside, and we were actually in a one-to-one method where if one person leaves, one person could go in, and that lasted for like 4 hours. I didn't even get in. I had to wait online for an hour before I got there. Infinity Imbalance saw me, was like, hey, he works here, let him in. So it was just really hectic, and it was crazy because we picked a venue that didn't have a big space size. I guess we weren't expecting this, but when the CM team said we're going to give out t-shirts, we're going to have games, we're going to have quizzes, when they do that kind of thing, it kind of hypes it up more than ever. This was more of a on the low kind of thing. Like a few of us would tweet it out and say, hey, you could come to Namco, we're having a night before event, you could pre-register for RuneFest, come on down. But this one was more hyped up. We kind of spread it across more and got the word out. So I can kind of understand why it was more busy, but I really like the old feel. This night before event was more of a party. There was loud music, a DJ. It didn't really have that heart-to-heart feel, but regardless, it was still a great event. It was a huge success. A lot of people went, and I got to meet and talk to a lot of people, and I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who came down and supports me and wanted to take a picture with me, wanted my autograph, who bought me a drink. I mean, you don't have to do that. That's so unnecessary, but it's such a kind gesture, and I mean, it's just so humbling that you are willing to do that for me. So thank you all very much for just doing that and just making me feel special. Honestly, it's like the one day out of the year that you feel like a mini celebrity, so it was just really cool. I mean, I know I'm not famous, I know I'm not a celebrity, but RuneFest and that whole thing really makes you feel that way when you're a part of it, and it is just out of this world. I can't really put it into words, But anyways, the night before event in RuneFest was just a blast. It was a lot of fun. It was a huge success. I think everyone had a really good time, which is awesome. The after party of RuneFest was awesome. I got free drinks and I drank a lot. Honestly, I don't really drink that much, but I had a few Jack and Cokes. I had a few Long Island iced teas. After a while, it was a lot of fun, but we had a good time. It was really a blast, and I truly am thankful for all of you for coming out, for watching the live stream. You guys are really what makes this community special and what makes this whole event special. So thank you all for that. But anyways, I'm glad I'm home now. I'm glad I can make videos and stream again. But I do miss the Jagex HQ. I miss the UK. I always love being there. I love seeing my Jagex family, my coworkers, my friends. I went bowling with Mod Reach, Mod Jack Mob, and Chris Archie, which is now Mod Archie. But it was just a blast. I mean, I always have a good time when I'm out there. They make me feel like I'm at home. It's like my second family, so shout out to Jagex. Thank you for hosting an amazing event, and thank you for letting me be a part of it. Obviously, I work for you, but it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed myself, and I think everyone else did too. But anyways, that's all for this story. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you comment below if you went to RuneFest or you watched the live stream, what your favorite part was, what you enjoyed the most. Let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Later, everyone!